Welcome to the IFSA World Championships in Reykjavik, Iceland. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson. The field of 24 is now down to the final 12 competitors. We saw early on in the competition, it was fast, furious, and heavy. From the Apollon's axle to the Alcan aluminum block lifting, from the giant Goodyear tire flips, we are down to 12 athletes. Nick Best, Vitas Blakaitis, Solis Brusokas, Irvin Katona, Mikhail Kuklayev, Bendik Magnuson are the first six. Muramets, Ortmeyer, Savickas, Shapansky, Thompson, and Vitaschuk round out the field. There are your final 12 competitors. One of these gentlemen will be crowned IFSA World Champion. That man before was Zadrunas Savickas, last year's world champion, crowned in Quebec City, Canada. Each of these men have a chance to become the strongest man on the planet. Ilkka Kinnunen, Dr. Douglas Edmonds, and of course the legend of strongmen, Magnus for Magnuson, all overseeing the event. A great crowd here in Reykjavik, Iceland, throughout the competition.
The deadlift is the purest kind of strength. It tests every muscle in the human body.
The giant barbell deadlift, Mikhail Kuklayev of Russia. He knows this apparatus. He is probably one of the top 2 or 3 in the world. 320 kilos, 705 pounds. We pick it up during his 7th repetition. Kuklayev going after the world record, which is held by Zadrunas Savickas at 10 repetitions. Misha with 8. One of the few men that may be able to knock off Zadrunas Savickas as the world champion is the man you're watching right here, Mikhail Kuklayev of Russia. He has 9 repetitions, 20 seconds left on the clock. Can he pull out the 10th and 11th repetition and take the world record away from Zadrunas Savickas? There is number 10. Is there enough time for number 11? The clock is winding down. On Misha, he gets it through to the knees, but can he straighten it all the way up? No, the clock goes, and Kuklayev finishes with 10 repetitions, equaling the world mark set by Lithuania's Savickas. And screaming to the crowd, Jean-Paul Sigmarsson power. British strongest man, Ollie Thompson, standing at 6 feet tall, 304 pounds. The giant barbell deadlift tests every muscle in an athlete's body. We pick it up with Thompson on his 4th rep. Ripping out number 5 is Ollie Thompson. He knows he's got some ground to make up if he's going to try to track down Kuklayev and Savickas and the likes of the big men in this competition. There's number 6 for Great Britain's Ollie Thompson. He's got it to the knees. Can he lock out rep number 7? Ollie Thompson doing all he can and just can't hang on to it. One more try, but a valiant effort is not enough for Ollie Thompson. The 26-year-old from Great Britain, he's the 2006 British strongest man.
I just played many sports growing up at school. Played every sport, very competitive, and I guess just I played football, played rugby. Then I didn't know what to do with myself, so I was bored. So I started going to the gym, and it became very easy for me. So it was a natural thing to do for me. Really, when I started strongman, I didn't know what strongman was. Just some guys in my gym were doing it, and I joined in, and I won the competitions, and I like to win. So I do what I like. That's why I do it, because it's good. I do it if I'm successful.
Next up, Lithuanian second strongest man, it's Vidas Blakaitis. Blakaitis has been outstanding throughout this competition. He's put on a clinic in some portions, and I'll tell you something, if it wasn't for Zydrunas Savickas, Vidas Blakaitis would have quite a few more titles to his mounting hardware at home. 5 repetitions as he looks off at Dr. Douglas Edmonds for the signal to put down. He'll take a knee in a few seconds to gather his strength one more time. Mikhail Kuklayev started out with 10 repetitions. That's a lofty goal for anyone to beat. Nice job by Manspeed, as he's known at home in Lithuania. The 7th repetition. 10 seconds left. Does he have time for one more? Blakaitis, can he lock it out in time? That is a good repetition just as the clock expires. Vidas Blakaitis with 8 repetitions. Up next, Poland's Robert Szczepanski. A true powerhouse of a man. Szczepanski has been fabulous in the deadlift. Look at the blood starting to drip from his nose. 320 kilos, 705 pounds does this giant barbell weigh. There's 7 repetitions for Szczepanski. There's still quite a bit of time on the clock. He may be able to track down the top number set by Mikhail Kuklayev of Russia. 8 repetitions. One more will get him that much closer to top spot. 15 seconds. It's going to be very tough to rip out 2 big deadlifts in 15 seconds. But look at Szczepanski putting a little distance between himself and Blakaitis. That's repetition number 9. Great job from Poland's Robert Szczepanski. Now Benedikt Magnusson, the hometown favorite, a deadlifting hero and legend here in Iceland. But as any athlete will tell you, there's a big difference between deadlifting for power and deadlifting for repetitions. Benedikt is a world record holder and former world record holder in the deadlift in both the IPF and WPO, but this is completely different than anything he's been doing before. The strain on his face as rep number 7 goes up tells the whole story for Benedikt Magnusson of Iceland. The 23-year-old strongman is putting on a clinic and a show for the family here in his hometown, unable to get rep number 8 up and locked out, and he says thank you to the hometown crowd. A great performance from the 23-year-old Icelander from Reykjavik, Benedikt Magnusson, Icelandic Strongman 2003, and the Icelandic Strongman from 2006.
When I was a kid, I saw John Paul on TV, and later on, I had the chance to meet him, and I remember he mixed this protein drink, and he put leftover food from yesterday's dinner into the drink, and just blended it, and then he drank it and told me, you have to be ready to do anything if you want to be the best. And I think we here in Iceland, we all follow this code. We just do our best in everything. No, I just have a great family. My massage therapist is my mother, and my training partner, he takes care of me. He brings me water, and he helps me with my training and my warming up. And then I have my girlfriend. She taught me how to train for strongman because she's an excellent strongwoman too.
And that, of course, is Gemma Taylor, Britain's strongest woman. Now it's the current world champion, Zydrunas Savickas. He's been beaten in competition only once in the past 24 months, with 6 repetitions to his credit. Here's Savickas, locking out number 7, and he does it with relative ease. Can Savickas top his own world record? That mark was equaled by Mikhail Koklaev earlier on in the competition. Here comes number 9. No problem for Zydrunas Savickas. Starting to breathe a little heavier, Savickas turns up and locks out number 10. He's got some time if he wants to put the world record to rest at number 11. Dr. Douglas Edmonds telling him how much time is left on the clock. Savickas says, you know what? I'm going to walk away before I strain something that I shouldn't, because there's a long day of competition to come.
Yeah, no, it was not so easy. But it's first event. I must keep power for another event.
American Nick Best now stepping up to take on the giant barbell deadlift. 320 kilos, 705 pounds. We pick up Nick Best on his 5th repetition, and that is a solid effort. Look how close together the heels are of Nick Best. That's very difficult. He's all upper body strength, getting that giant barbell off the floor. Best good on number 6. Again, he takes a knee. That may mean he only has 1 rep left in him, possibly 2 if he hurries. Great determination, great look in his eyes. Look at this second effort from American Nick Best. 7 repetitions and he lets go. Nick Best with a superb effort in the giant barbell deadlift.
That's for you, Dale. That's for you, Dale.
So the giant barbell deadlift has been what separated some of the top men in the final 12 from the also-rans. I'll tell you something, Zydrunas Savickas and Mikhail Koklaev put on an absolute clinic in this first event. Koklaev and Savickas with 10 lifts get 11.5 points each. Robert Shapansky gets 10 and Blakaitis sits in 3rd. Irvin Katona and Vasil Vedeschuk sitting in 4th and 5th spot respectively. Vedeschuk tied with Murmets and Ollie Thompson.
Farmer's walk is about endurance and especially grip strength.
First to take up the heavy set on the farmer's walk, Solis Broussokas. Broussokas took off the first event, the deadlift, because of a sore hamstring muscle that has prevented him from competing in the static strength events. He takes on American Travis Ortmeyer. We move from 125 to 160 kilos or 353 pounds in each hands, and they'll run a 50-meter course. Travis Ortmeyer, the first out of the gate past 10 meters. Broussokas with a put down. That's very early on for Solis Broussokas. You have to wonder if both of these men will be able to finish this massive 50-meter course. Ortmeyer having all sorts of difficulty staying within the lanes. Will he be able to make the turn here and head back after the first 25 meters? A very tough portion for him because he didn't completely get the implements around the cones. Broussokas with another put down. He's shy of 20 meters. Ortmeyer makes the turn at 25. Solis Broussokas just doesn't know what to do with the final 10 seconds left on the clock. Broussokas will pick up a few extra meters, but boy, that will be it for Solis Broussokas. He's going to walk away at 18.20 meters, while Travis Ortmeyer finishes at 31.30 meters.
Really difficult to walk with.